Not liberal enough? Why such direct grants from leftists on these universities?
It's about recruiting that next generation, and that's exactly what they're trying to do with each class that comes in there. And I think at this point we're starting to see a lot of that, and they don't want to see their influence slip and wane. And it's all about, not having a diversity or debate of ideas. And so when you see conservatives come onto campus, that's what they're looking for. And it's at the point now where I think this liberal money that's coming in there is only going to end up hurting people in the long run, because at one point there needs to be that diversity of ideas, and they keep saying we need diversity on campus, but yet it's so PC, you can't have conversations anymore. I mean, if you're on the right, you're intolerant, and if you're donating to,
right,
let's say any Republican initiatives, it becomes an issue.
Yeah, the left claims that they're the open-minded ones, yet try to silence anybody who disagrees with them.
That's exactly it.
Let's take a look at some of these numbers, because they are astounding. George Soros, liberal billionaire, $26.4 million in grants and projects to U.S. universities in 2013 alone, $675,000 to MIT Center for Civic Media, $200,000 to NYU for research on racial, ethnic, and economic segregation.
And let's look at another $11.3 billion. Let's go to Tom Steyer, another environmental activist. He gave $40 million to Stanford to create the Center on Sustainable Energy, $2 million to Harvard, and then we got Michael Bloomberg here, a gun control advocate, gave over looks like $1 billion to Johns Hopkins University over the course of his lifetime. And then we'll put up one more screen. Obviously not liberal, conservative. The Koch Brothers, businessmen and philanthropists, $68 million to fund free market university programs. Actually, I have to ask you real quick. Of the previous three, it was civic media, it was sustainable energy, it was gun policy. The Koch brothers are funding free markets, which seems to be foundational to America. It's amazing to watch that contrast. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see how that's controversial at all, Pete. Like at all. I mean,
exactly.
we need a diversity of ideas, as I'm saying, and to promote free market principles, I really don't see anything wrong with that. And not only do those programs come with, teaching free market principles, but they also allow for a debate. So, you're probably going to read something like Karl Marx when you're in college, and you're going to have to read something from someone like John Locke. I mean, there's just no way to kind of balance what is going on these campuses unless these free market institutions exist.
Right.
And it's very hard to find.
And bottom line, parents are spending a lot of money on their children's college education. So what should conservative parents with conservative college students do to make sure that their voices are heard as well?
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's important for them to get out there and to say something, and for students to take action on their campus. If you feel as though you're not getting a balance in the classroom, it's time to do something. Don't just sit there and take it. Question your professors. Question the ideology on campus. It's okay to debate ideas. It's okay to be different. It's okay to have a diversity of thought, which is what colleges and academia are supposed to be. It's not supposed to be an overtly, sway to one side. And I think it's become so one-sided on these campuses that you hear stories every day that are just so astounding.
Yeah.
You can't say the pledge in the classroom. It's racist to say something. And I think at this point, having a healthy discussion about free market principles, come on, that's fair.
Well, hey, the Koch brothers are saying it's okay to read Adam Smith. It's okay to read about free markets on a college campus. Thank you, Ashley Pratt.